Hi friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. I am gonna sit here and talk about all of my spooky and Halloween themed palettes today. Usually I do this toward the beginning of October, but there were so many releases happening that I was like, let me wait until some of these have finished churning out before I do this video, just so I can have all the things to talk about. And listen, I'm pre-filming this video just 1 week early. I'm just prepping for next week. And a lot can change in a week. So if something new comes out in that time that you expect me to have and I don't have it to talk about, that's probably why. I also do not own every single spooky or Halloween themed palette to exist. So I'd love to know which ones you have that maybe I don't. I definitely do not have them all. I have quite a few. I think I have around 50. I have quite a lot. It's definitely grown over the years. And honestly, it makes my spooky soul so happy. I feel like there was such a time when Halloween and spooky releases were just not really a thing. And then all of a sudden that changed. I feel like especially with indie brands, like indie brands get it. They know that we love the spooky stuff over here. So I have so many fun things to talk about. I'm really excited about them. I have played with all of these across my channel. Some of them many, many times if I've had them for multiple years. So if you want to see any of these in action, you can always just search battybean, name of palette, and whatever I've done with the palette will pop up. But very excited. It's gonna be a fun, spooky time, and I'm so ready. I'm so ready. Before we hop into the video itself, I did of course film this look. It should already be up on my channel by the time this video goes up. It's from a recent 5 looks with 5 palettes. And as far as my accessory details go today, I think I got this choker at a convention once upon a time. I don't know what the seller was. These earrings, I believe, were either from Hear No Evil Jewelry or Love Kills Boutique. They used to be plugs that I turned into earrings, and these little back clips I got from my friend Linda from Glitter Fallout. So yeah, without further ado, let's just hop in and talk about all of the spooky palettes. I'm just gonna go in no particular order. I just have multiple stacks here next to me. I'm gonna be going over everything that is in your face Halloween, things that are just like more of a spooky vibe, but not necessarily Halloween. And also some of these are more like just horror related, which I feel like also fits into those categories. So yeah, I don't think I missed anything that obviously fits into these categories, but yeah, this is just my interpretation, I suppose. You might think something's a spooky palette when I don't necessarily agree, and that's okay too. But again, I'd love to know what palettes you have that maybe I didn't talk about or don't have in my own collection that fit the spooky season vibes. Honestly, I guess we'll just start with what I'm wearing right now. This is the Nevermore palette from Gourman Girls. Gourman Girls has done so many spooky palettes over the years. I have quite the stack, but this one is just so pretty, very like Wednesday Addams Family sort of themed. I love the grungy, murky tones. It's eerie and spooky and so, so lovely. And I love this brand's formulas. We also have the Nightshade over here. This one and multiple of the others are specifically in collaboration with Doodles by the Bunny. I know Doodles by the Bunny does pretty much all of their packaging now, but some are direct collabs, some are just packaging designed by. For all intents and purposes, it's usually a mashup of the brand of Doodles by the Bunny with the brand of Gourmand Girls. But this is the Nightshade palette. I want to say this was their second collab together, if I'm not mistaken, a year or two ago. It's so pretty. Kind of like spooky plant vibes, which we're going to see that as a common theme in this video. There's definitely some spooky plant themes going on, but so beautiful. This is Doodles by the Bunny's Haunted palette with Gourmand Girls. Just, oh, so just like murky and yummy. I love like these shades over here. It's so cool. I like that this one feels very different too. Like it's different plays on kind of classic Halloween shades, but like with a twist. It's really, really fun. The Spooked is such a classic. I want to say this is their first collab they ever did together, and it's just such a great quintessential in-your-face Halloween palette. Just so, so pretty. The little embossings, the spider webs all over the packaging. It's just so much fun. Just classic Halloween. I've dipped into this so many times over the years. The Bitten came out earlier this year, actually. This is more of like a Valentine's launch, but it was like a spooky Valentine's launch, and it's vampire themed, so I feel like it definitely still fits like the spooky palette theme vibes, but I love this. I love the purple berry tones. It's just so rich and beautiful and lovely and amazing, and I cannot get enough. And the last one I have to talk about is the Trapped palette. This one came out about a month or so ago, and it's very giving like Audrey 2, Little Shop of Horrors, spooky plants, again with the spooky plant It's just so pretty. I love all these tones. Grungy green with some other pops in there. So pretty. It's like vibrant and muted at the same time. It's just a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun playing with their palettes. Moving into Unearthly, I feel like Unearthly is also one of those brands that just their overall aesthetic screams spooky, but I have two palettes in particular that I feel like especially fit the theme. First is the Just a Taste palette. This is so pretty. So pretty. I love the murky side over here, and then this side's a little bit more vibrant. I feel like we're playing on very like fall tones in a very muted way. It is so beautiful. And also the Gargoyle palette. I mean, you can't get much more spooky than that. Gothic, castle-y gargoyle vibes. I love the just very muted tones. It's very soft and dingy and grungified and cool toned and so lovely. So beautiful. I have a few from Cosmic Beauty, first being the Gothic palette. I actually revisited this super recently in a Throwback Thursday style video, but just very cutesy, more small, curated, purple vibes. I don't know, spooky, gothic sort of themes with the shade names and stuff like that. Things like altar, gothic, nocturnal, immortal, phantom. It's so pretty. I love the combination of the warm and cool tone purples. It's gorgeous. This brand has such amazing formulas. Their Sinister was their Halloween release last year. It came out as like a mystery box, and then eventually the stuff released separately. Don't know if this is still available now, but I mean, it's so fun. Like, I love that we have kind of this hazy like handprint on the palette, and the inside is so pretty. The purple, red, gray sort of color story. This shade Ghost is so funny. It's a clear like jelly type shade. It's hilarious. It's Ghost. It's a ghost of a shade. It's so pretty. It's so just spooky and lovely and so cool. And I honestly love that like throughout all of these palettes that I'm going to talk about, all these different themes really take their own color story and run with it. It's so fun. I don't really see a million repetitive things throughout these different releases. I think they all very much stay their own thing and create their own vibe around something spooky. I love it. I love it. This is their newest one, the Starlight Society, and I debated putting this one in because it's more like cosmic mystical. But then when I'm looking at the shade names, it's things like bell sleeves and tassels and amethyst and crystal ball. And for me, it's giving very like witchy, whimsical. I feel like it's teetering on that, like almost practical magic vibes. So I figured it was like on the witchy side of celestial enough to put into the spooky theme. It's so pretty. I feel like it's very much giving that like 90s whimsy goth sort of aesthetic. It's so good. I love this one. I'm so happy with this. I have this classic throwback from Give Me Glow. This is the Haunted Pumpkin. It's just such a good like orangey teal sort of vibe. I love an orange teal color combo. I think it's so pretty. I love these metallics. I love the pumpkin embossings. It's such a classic one. I have multiple from Bella Beauté Bar. I feel like they just always come swinging with the spooky launches. The Basic Witch, so beautiful. Aside from my own recent personal collab that I'll get to later, this is my favorite palette in my collection. It's just so pretty. I feel like it's just potions and cauldrons and witchy. I love it so much. It's so fun. All the witchy themed names and witchy puns. It's so great. So great. The Vamp palette is amazing. Such a good, just yummy, vampy color story. Again, we're kind of doing this like gray, purple, red sort of combo. It's so pretty. These shimmers are astounding. So beautiful. Bella Beauté Bar has such a killer formula. The Recently De-Influenced is so fun. It's like kind of a play on like a spooky vampire influencer sort of situation, but I love these tones. I feel like it's classic Halloween colors with the green, orange, purple, but in such a grungified way. It is so pretty. All you're gonna hear me do in this video is just rave and be excited because this is my favorite. I love spooky palettes. The Strange and Unusual, such a classic. This is so lovely. Mine is so old. Mine is back when they had their old matte formula. They've since revamped this palette to be their standard quality. That's amazing and wonderful that they have now. But honestly, I didn't even dislike this palette back then, so I still keep it. Maybe one day I'll upgrade to the newer version, but I didn't dislike this one, so it seems like shameful for me to replace it with the better version, but I'm tempted, maybe at some point. But I love a Beetlejuicy theme. I think it's so fun. I mean, I have sandworm earrings today. I have a sandworm tattooed on me. I love Beetlejuice, and I love a Beetlejuicy theme, and this is just so fun. And last is the Poison Garden. Remember? Spooky plants. It's a reoccurring theme. I love it. I love it. And we're not even done yet. I think we have at least one more, maybe a couple more spooky plant ones to go. But this is just so pretty, so beautiful, very just like muted, grungy. All of the names, I believe, are all like poisonous plants, which is just so fun and spooky. I love this. It's just dingy and lovely and murky and amazing. I have this ColourPop Nightmare Before Christmas one, and this is always one where I'm like, do I talk about this now or do I talk about it at Christmas time? Probably both, probably both. It's got both, you know, it's got wreaths and snowflakes, but it also has bats everywhere. With the shade names, we have, you know, Pumpkin Patch, but we also have Christmas Town. It's both for sure. I feel like this always to me gives like Scene Kid Hot Topic days in like the 2010s. It's so fun. I love this one. It's one of the ColourPop ones that I've just like held on to over the years. It's so stinking cute. I have a few here from NBA Cosmetics. We have the Moonlight Realm. I feel like all of these just have very like spooky nighttime, eerie sort of vibes. We have kind of a monochromatic green vibe with very like moon adjacent sort of things, and I feel like with names like Moonchild and Full Moon and stuff like that, I feel like that's just giving like witchy whimsical, and I love it. The Cursed Moon, this is more of giving like the moonlight dancing over like the darkness of night. It's so pretty. We have names like Eerie and Jinxed and Tortured and Harrowing, and it's spooky nighttime. It's spooky nighttime. And of course, Enchanted Elixir. This is a monochromatic purple palette, and it's very giving like, you know, witch's brews and potions and enchantments and all of the things. Tonic, essence, alchemist. It's witchy magic, and it's so great. And then I also have the Black Hat Society. This one is like an all shimmer palettes, but they're all very like Halloween-y themed names. They're very like puns on Halloween-y names, like 100% That Witch and Feelin' Witchy. It fits the theme, so it's here in this video. I feel like the Black Moon Cosmetics Urban Myth palette just always suits this video. Black Moon in its essence suits this video. They're very much like a spooky, dark aesthetic, alternative kind of brand. But I feel like the Urban Myth palette in particular, which I know one of my shades is breaking, this one down here, so I have to be a little bit careful. But it's all themed around like urban myths and conspiracies and stuff like that, like Boogeyman, Bermuda Triangle, Mothman, Chupacabra. Things like that. It's very fun. I love this palette. It's so, so cool. I have a few from Wicked Widow Beauty. They're another brand where just like the essence of their name is spooky vibes, and they have teased a Rocky Horror collection coming soon, which I am chomping at the bit for. I'm very excited. But I have their Graveyard Smash palette, just very cute, like Monster Mash sort of themes in here. Lots of different classic Halloween colors. The Crow palette, this one came out last year. I feel like this is just such a quintessential Halloween movie. It takes place on Halloween. He's a ghost trying to avenge him and his lover, and it's just so spooky with like the grays and reds. So lovely. The quality's amazing. Love this one. The Tales of Terror palette. I want to say this came out last year as well, maybe like right around Halloween season, but very like classic in your face Halloween. I feel like there's dingy, grungy vibes, but it also has that brighter essence with the classic Halloween colors. So beautiful. And I have the American Psycho palette that came out earlier this year. Super fun, just plays on all the different names and things that go on during the movie, during all the spooky psycho shenanigans. So pretty, very much like a half neutral, half colorful sort of vibe, but the shimmers are out of this world. They are so pretty. I have a few from Melt Cosmetics, first being the new Welcome to Derry palette. I'm a big It fan. I have Pennywise tattooed on me, and this was just coming at my heart. I'm so excited for the new show. It's gonna be amazing. If you didn't know, there's gonna be like an It prequel show called Welcome to Derry, and I'm so ready. I'm so ready. Tim Curry as Pennywise is iconic, of course, but I love Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise. Just so good, but very fun. I feel like it's very like carnival clown sort of vibes. I'm so excited about this one. This was a no-brainer. This was made for me specifically. I have the original Fatally Yours palette with Bailey Sarian, and I feel like this definitely fits the spooky vibes. All of the different shade names are like different poisons and ways to die. Arsenic, cyanide, things of that nature. All the poisonous mediums that are toxic and will end you. So fatally yours. I have the Halloween Town palette. Just look at him. He's so cute. I don't have to say anything. You guys know how much I love Nightmare Before Christmas. This also just came after my heart. I feel like Melt just knows what they're doing with collabs. They've even done more spooky collabs than I own, but just so fun. I feel like this is giving like Sally's patchwork on her dress. It's gorgeous. And then I also have the two Melt Beetlejuice palettes. I love these. This is the Recently Deceased. Very just like classic in-your-face Beetlejuice with the swampy like greens and chartreusey shades and the purples. Just so good, so good. And then the Waiting Room palette. Oh, these are just so cool. This one's falling apart on me a little bit, but she's still here, but very like red gray sort of vibes. Very, very cool. Very just spooky, dark waiting room aesthetic. Moving on to Fantasy Cosmetica, my collab. I still can't believe this exists in the world and that I get to talk about it this Halloween season. It's crazy. But this is my collab with Fantasy Cosmetica that we released about a month ago. This is the Witch's Familiar, and it is my pride and joy. It is one of my favorite things I've ever done in my life. I'm just so thrilled with this. We're going for very like witchy vibes with this one. Potion, feline, cauldron, herbs, coven, altar spells. I love it. I love this so much. I wanted the colors to kind of represent like enchanted potions and whimsical, magical, witchy things. I love it. I love it so, so much. It just, I can't believe I get to talk about it. And I also have their Harvest of Souls palette. This was their spooky season release last year, and it's very fun. Just very like, I don't know, just kind of spooky, you know, harvesting of souls. It's in the name. Things like immortality and undead and souls and sacrifice. And it's so fun. This is such a great palette. I love the colors in this one. Such a great one. I have the Chucky Crazy in Love palette from Glamlight. Glamlight has come out with approximately 1 million Halloween releases, and this somehow is the only one that I own. I feel like sometimes their Halloween releases do tend to look a little repetitive, which is kind of what ends up stopping me from buying any of them. But I do have this one, and it's quite lovely. I feel like it's giving very like grungy romantic. Fits the Tiffany and Chucky sort of combo here. So pretty. I have this one from Salem Cosmetics. This is the Ghostly Glam. I feel like this is, you know, spooky ooky. We have sort of a ghoulish thing going on here. These tones are fun. I feel like we have kind of a red, gray, bluish sort of aesthetic. The shimmers are really pretty in here. I have a couple from D'Avrune. I have the Warlock of the Wood and the Witch of the Wildflower, and I feel like those are just, you know, magical, spooky sort of vibes going on, but they're both very cute 9 pans. The Warlock of the Wood, we have different shades like Cauldron and Wolfsbane and Decay and Tombstone. Just very spooky. Creepy graveyard in the woods. And then the Witch of the Wildflower is a lot more like bright. It's a very like witch's garden sort of aesthetic in this palette. It's so, so, so cute. And then their newest release is the Bizarre Botanicals. This is, again, spooky plants. Witchy, spooky plants. I feel like this one is very much giving like witches' ingredients before cooking up all the potions and spells and concoctions. It's so vibrant and so fun, and I'm so incredibly excited about it. It's so cool. I love the eyeball flowers on the cover. We're almost done. I have a few spooky ones from Lethal Cosmetics. I feel like the Teresa's Dead collabs are just the epitome of spooky launches from Lethal Cosmetics. Her first one was the Lethal is Dead. So fun, very like classic horror, Final Girl, things like that. Predator, creature feature, Spellbound. It's fun. It's like nostalgic horror. And then their second collab was the Teresa is Lethal. And this one's giving like very cheesy, alien, old school sort of horror movies like Pew Pew and Hive Mind and Space Trash and Area 52. It's all fun. It's a very fun, playful, spooky alien vibe. Their newest release, the Conjuring palette, is so fun. Just like very in your face Conjuring horror movie palette. It's so cool, just like with the shade names like Infestation, The Curse, Demonology, Possession, Occult Museum. Like it's just all the nods to the Conjuring movies. It's so, so fun. Just love. And their Spellcraft palette, while this one isn't Halloween-y, it is very witchy, so I feel like that fits the spooky aesthetic. Just so pretty, lots of yummy, good purples and muted tones. I love this sagey green in here. The shimmers are phenomenal. I love this palette. This is one of my favorite ones from them. It's so pretty. And I just love that it opens like a book and it has like the little closure. Ugh, the packaging's just 10 out of 10. I have the two Odin's Eye Halloween palettes, the Trick or Treat and the Little Ghost. These were such fun launches from Odin's Eye, playing on their original Hella collab but turning it into a whole Halloween theme. So this one's kind of like classic Halloween colors with like the orange and the green, kind of playing on like a fall harvesty thing. It's so pretty. And also the Little Ghost palette. This one to me has always just felt like a fun festive like Halloween party with like candies and colorful decorations and things like that. It's so cute. I have the two Moonspell palettes from Lunar Beauty. I'm still hoping we get a Moonspell Volume 3 one day, but this is the first one. I just love that it looks like a book. It's just so pretty. And then the inside is just so good. I love just these like colorful but grungy tones. It's just so great. This is so old at this point and I still love it so dearly. And then the Moonspell Volume 2 that came out a few years ago is just so great as well and so different from the first one. This one's very like heavy on the red and purple. It's so cute. I like the pop of like corally in here. We have a couple neutrally tones as well. It's a lot of fun. I feel like this is just a really fun combination. I have the three spooky Nomad Cosmetics palettes. Their first spooky launch was the Haunted Europe a few years back and it's just still one of my top favorites in my whole collection. Honestly, these three Nomad palettes are my top three from Nomad. They're so great, but this one's just so fun. I've always said that this is my spooky graveyard half, and this is my Haunted Pumpkin Patch side. I just love the way all these colors play together. Lots of pretty shimmers and lots of grungy tones. It's so fun. And then I have the Ghost Town USA. This was their second one they came out with. This one's just kind of spooky ghost town sort of theming. I love the dusty, dingy colors. It's so pretty. Nomad kills it with these spooky launches. And their newest launch is the Witch City Salem palette, which is just so fun. So fun. I feel like it's giving Sanderson Sisters. It's giving Hocus Pocus. I love just how bright and in your face it is, but still like the dingy muted tones at the bottom. It's just so pretty. I love it so much. I have the Divination from Blend Bunny Cosmetics. This one's so good. This was in collaboration with Robert Welsh and it's just so enchanting. Very like oracle, fortune tellery, witchy sort of vibes. It's so pretty. I love these tones. I love a blue, green, purple combo. The shimmers that are in here are gorgeous. I love Blend Bunny and this was such a good collab. And last but not least, I have the Spellbound palette from Jolie Beauty. This one's just so cool. Very large and in charge, but very in your face, like spells, witchy vibes. Very cool. Crystals, light work, jinx, curse, charm, like all the witchy spell related things. It's so fun. And yeah, that is it. We have finished. That was probably around 50 something palettes and it was so much fun. I feel like these are all just so cool. I love seeing the different themes that these brands come up with. I love seeing the different color stories they come up with. It's just, it's so much fun. This is my happy place. Makeup and spooky things and then bringing them all together. It's just great. But I would love to know your thoughts. Do you have any favorite spooky palettes? Do you have any of the ones I mentioned? Do you have any in your collection that I don't have? I would love to know. If you made it to the end of this video, leave some spooky related emojis. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel out a lot. And if you're not already, you can follow me over on Instagram and TikTok. I'm battybean over there. And you can also subscribe if you want to see more videos. You're also welcome to hop over to my second channel linked in my description box if you want additional content. And also in my description box is a link to my channel memberships. There's a couple different tiers with a couple different perks and I would love to have you. If you enjoyed this video and want to keep watching, I'll pop a similar one on the screen. Thank you so much for being here and I will catch you in the next one.